the Islamic World, translation of Der Untergang des Islamischen Welt, written by Ashtab Akra and edited by Tufail Chaturvedi. Afghan women hold placards as they protest for their right to education, in Mazar-e-Sharif on August 12, 2023. The End of the Islamic World in English translational work of the famous German book Der Untergang des Islamischen Welt by Hamed Abdel Samed, foreword of the original writer. Islamic countries are united by a faith from which they derive a view of humanity and society that has been outdated for centuries. Immense creative and intellectual resources cannot therefore be utilized. The political, economic, and social misery of these states is consistently interpreted as the result of the hostile policies of the West. Every attempt at change is stifled by Islamic orthodoxy and the rulers' obsession with power. The education system and religion are limited to teaching obedience to the regimes. The prospects for countries from Morocco to Indonesia are threatening, as a culture hostile to innovation, a rapidly growing, poor population, dwindling oil reserves, and dramatic climatic changes create a highly explosive mixture. The German-Egyptian political scientist Hamed Abdel Samed dares to make a sharp, compelling prediction for the future of the world from which he himself comes. Islam will perish as a political and social idea, it will perish as a culture, the greatest migration in history will threaten Europe. If you don't have a goal, air pollution comes from every direction. Francis Bacon. Contents Chapter number title name page number 1 An introduction or, is going to burn tomorrow? 6-2 Powder keg history or, don't away my sin block. Take 27-3. Of hollows and shadows culture is ashamed but want to admit it or, a not 43 for what went wrong? Or, the long farewell to the Orient 54. 5 The obsession of sickness or, why Muslims are so reluctant to think about their self-made misery 76-6 The anger industry or, I am a Muslim, so I am offended 97-7 109 Conversation with a heretic. The cartoon controversy or, a 8 No revolution, no warrior, the Muslim image of God and loyalty to the rulers 12-19 Cultural Lancaster, a free city without freedom. 14210 Cage confinement a woman from Egypt 15411 Thou shalt not love her, the God-pleasing sex 16512 Education and imagination or, Mohammedan Media Market 17113 The wind-off danger. The Redeemer Comes from Vienna 18214 Between Renaissance and radicalization or, Muslims in foreign countries 19615 Harishayas and opportunity. The post-Quranic discourse 22416 Goodbye, Orienter. Departure collapse 2419 Cultural Lancaster, a free city without freedom. 14210 Cage confinement a woman from Egypt 15411 Thou shalt not love her, the God-pleasing sex 16512 Education and imagination or, Mohammedan Media Market 17113 The wind-off danger. The Redeemer Comes from Vienna 18214 Between Renaissance and radicalization or, Muslims in foreign countries 19615 Harishayas and opportunity. The post-Quranic discourse 22416 Goodbye, Orienter, Departure collapse 241. Chapter 1 An introduction or, is everything going to burn tomorrow?